Alrighty, so I made a short about things that I think that are normalized in this world but are actually not normal. And this one is about junk food. Junk food, processed food, it's the same thing, alright? I will probably use these things through um, mixed through each other, but I hope you will follow through and understand it. So, what is processed food? Processed food is food that's been through a lot of process. So it's not just, for example, when you have a potato, you just peel the potato, boil it in water, and then just eat it. All right. Do you think it is processed or not? You did put it in boiling water, but it keeps its natural form. There are not a lot of things added to it. All right. But when you look for examples, fries, um, so they're probably in fries in restaurants and big food industry. All right, we will look at that right now. So fries, they will probably be cut at a big company. So they're already cut with big machines. Then they're putting things on the fries to keep it good longer. All right. Then they're already frying it and giving it like in oils, but oils like soya oil, um, sunflower oil, a lot of oils. But oil is the most processed thing that exists. Like seed oils. Seed oils are the most processed thing that there are because they're not. It is not just like, for example, um, cocos cocos oil. That's different because they just take it and it just is in that form. So it just comes out of the thing. But with seed oil, it does not really, the seeds, there is so little oil in it and it is so processed. It's going through so many processes that it's really not healthy for you. It is not, despite what other people might say, it is actually not good for your body. So I would recommend use beef tallow. If you want to fry anything, use cocos oil or use beef tallow. Please try that, or just grass-fed butter, just good butter that you know that comes from cows that are eating grass and not feeding like power food and injected with a lot of antibiotics so that they grow bigger, that they give more milk. So it is so important to know what you eat. And I personally also struggle with it because it is difficult to always be aware of what you eat. And a lot of things are processed, and a lot of processed things are easy to eat. So I also sometimes eat processed food. I'm not gonna lie, I also eat it, but I do try to most of the time not, or just way less than I used to, or that other people are doing. So how can you make sure you eat less processed food? Just if you go to the McDonald's and stuff like that, I think you already know that that is not the best food for you. Probably after you eat it, you can also still be hungry after you eat literally like 1,000 calories, more than 1,000 calories, you can still feel hungry. That is because they're putting things in the food that's making you want it more. Think how crazy that is. They literally put flavored things and all kind of chemicals in your food so that you like them more and that you get addicted to it just so you will buy it more. So it's actually just a marketing thing that they do. They also do this with chips, with cookies, with a lot of things. They just do it so you buy it more. So the big companies do this to get more money from you. That's why I'm not going to know any names, but that's why certain cookies taste so good because they're filled with chemicals that trick your brain that you get a dopamine hit from. But that's really not where you should be getting your dopamine hits. It it really is not. Um, so I just want to say that, and yeah, I'm kind of. I have really a lot to say about this because I think a lot about it, and I also been searching a long time for what should you eat, because I also was on like a vegetarian slash vegan diet for a long time, because at that time I thought that that was the best thing I could do for my body. But there were certain signs that are were not the best. I think you can watch another video about it. I will put it in the description. But I made another video about it. I explain everything why I did that and why I decided to eventually stop with eating vegan and veggie. Now my diet exists about 50-50 that I do eat meat and 50% I do not. Um, but I do also eat a lot of eggs. And this is also a very controversial thing because my parents literally tell me that they still do, they still tell me if they see me like eating 2 3 4 eggs, they're like, oh, you're eating eggs again. Because I do honestly eat it like not every day, but it really depends on what I crave, because I really listen to my body. And because I'm so used to listening to my body, I just know, like, all right, I really need eggs today. Eggs are literally a superfood. There are so many good nutrients in eggs. Eggs are so good for you. I would really recommend everyone to eat eggs as breakfast. Maybe not every day. If you do not want that, you can like eat a morning eggs, then eat something else, eggs, something else. For example, you can literally do what you want with it. But in my opinion, I just eat 2 eggs with pepper and salt, and I think that's the best. Sometimes I also eat it with honey. I also think that's good. So, eggs, what is a very good food for you? I think, because be aware, these are, I'm not saying that this is the best food diet. I'm really not. This is just my opinion and my experience from what I have experienced with food. So if you do not agree with it, it's fine. I'm also not sure if this is the best, but this is where I'm currently feeling my best with the things I'm eating. So what do I eat? I'm not saying copy me, not at all, but just to get an idea if you need inspiration to, yeah, to cook healthy meals. So I most of the time start my day with eggs. Sometimes I also eat yogurt with it, but like, y- all right, that's another thing. Yogurt is a very processed thing. A lot of yogurt where stands like 0% fat and so many protein and all of those things. Actually, I've learned that yogurt is so processed. So I'm also eating that a little bit less right now because the yogurt I have at home is like made from soybeans and stuff like that, and I do not support that anymore, but it's what other people in this house like to eat. But sometimes I ask like, can you buy a different yogurt? And then I would go with Greek yogurt, because just the standard one, not without fat, not with extra protein, just the normal one. You can just check and see how many ingredients are there, and there normally shouldn't be a lot. If there aren't a lot of ingredients, I think it's better. I'm not sure if it's good, but I do think it's better. And uh, in the natural form, there are protein in the yogurt. I do also saw that in the 0% yogurt, there are more protein than in the full fat. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure if that's everywhere or just where I live, but I'm not sure why. But I think that the full yogurt would still be better than the zero fat. But that's what I'm still searching for that. But just do with that information whatever you want. So sometimes I eat eggs with yogurt and blueberries. Blueberries are so good for you. I'm telling you, blueberries is also literally a superfood. It has so many antioxidants. And if you think like, oh, I live I don't know where and we do not have fresh blueberries all year long. I'm also not saying eat it all year long. You can eat it twice a week and then eat something else, for example. But you can also buy it in the freezer. And I think I've also learned this is also a very interesting fact. If you if you buy fresh food or freezer food, most of the time the food that has been frozen is literally harvested, then maybe cut into pieces or washed and anything, and then it's immediately going into the freezer. But if you buy things that are fresh, they're probably been put on some things to make it last longer. Then it needs to travel to the store. Then in the store, it's probably been laying there like 3 days before you buy it. Then when you buy it, maybe some things you will eat on the first day, but not everything. So they're easy 5 days since it is harvest when you eat it. And every day there's been a lot of nutrients and vitamins every day that's going down. So the longer you wait with it, the better, uh, better is that a word? The yeah, it doesn't contain as much nutrients and vitamins anymore as the first day it gets harvested. So conclusion: frozen, harvest, washed, maybe cut into pieces, and bam, in the freezer. Harvest, been in boxes, in freezers, in frigos, in at transport. Maybe it needs to be on a plane, in a transporter, and then in the store. But it still be lying there a few days in your fridge a few days. Conclusion: the frozen fruit or literally anything frozen, vegetables, meat, probably the frozen one is fresher. So I know it does not always taste as good, but for example, how you can eat blueberries, or you can make like a smoothie with it. You can make, oh, that's so good, just a smoothie with a lot of frozen things. I love that. And then you can also add like nuts for a little bit protein, or you can also add protein powder. So I will so um, so my breakfast, I will continue with that: eggs, Greek yogurt, blueberries. That is a very good breakfast. And then maybe a little bit of honey, because honey, oh my god, it is so good. It is so good for you. It really is. That's also a super project of yeah, of nature actually. Eggs, honey, blueberries are 3 super foods in my opinion. What's also a very good one? Avocado. Avocado is so beautiful. It has a lot of healthy fats. Not a lot of protein, but you can just eat it for the fats. Alright, so that's most of the time my breakfast. Then we continue to lunch. That really depends on the day. I like to make, maybe you will think this is weird with everything I just said, but I like to make pancakes. But how do I make pancakes? I make it with eggs from our chickens. So I have chickens in my garden. I make it with those eggs. Milk, just normal milk most of the time, cocos oil, and then flour. But so flour, that's also probably a lot of processed, but I think that's my balance, you know. I'm just going to eat the pancakes with like, for example, yogurt and fruits like strawberry, banana, and I will not eat it with Nutella or things like that. So that is my balance. I will eat pancakes, but pancakes that I made myself, so not full of conservatives and stuff like that. But I will not eat things like that on it most of the time. Sometimes I do balance, But so that's what I eat in middays, or I just eat bread. But we make our bread ourselves because in stores you cannot always find good bread, and the stores that you find you probably also processed. I do make videos about that, how to make your own bread. You can watch it. I will also link it in the description. I really love to do that. I love to make my own bread. I do not do it every day because we also got like a machine that does it for you. So you just put in all the ingredients and then it just makes bread. So you just need to put it in the morning, put out everything in it, then you wait for 2, 3, 4 hours. You can choose, and then your bread is ready, and it is so delicious. I would really recommend everyone that. And this is not sponsored or anything, but I would really recommend a bread machine to everyone. It is the best thing you can have. You can also make pizza dough with it, sandwiches, and other things. You can make a lot of beautiful things with it. But just alright. So in the midday, I will probably eat bread, some kind of bread or pancakes with, it honestly depends. Most of the time I just eat it with nuts and nuts or cheese. I do also eat cheese. I'm not sure if that's so good or not, but I eat it. So cheese. Or what do I also eat? Tuna. I also eat tuna a lot. A lot, not a lot, but tuna has a lot of protein in it, so it's very good for you. Just be careful with it. Do not eat it every day because it is fish and it swims in the sea. There are a lot of toxins that are built up in the fish because the fish eats plankton or smaller fish, and in the plankton there are chemicals, and then the smaller fish eat it, and then the bigger fish, and so on and so on. So there could be a lot of heavy metals and toxin in the fish. So you do need to be careful with it. So I eat it max 2 times a week, but also not every week. I do also eat salmon. Oh, I love that. That is so good. That also has so many healthy fats. Salmon with avocado. It is so good. But then also the same. Do not eat it like too much. So eat maybe like fish 2, max 3 times a week in total. That's what I would do. But again, you do with it whatever you want. Okay. So I told you that. Then so midday, all right. For snack, I recently rediscovered dates. Oh my god, I really love them. They're so good. They're so sweet. I really love them. So dates, I think, is a good snack. Nuts also. Sometimes I also drink a protein shake for extra protein because I also go to the fitness and I'm trying to build more muscle. So it's also very important to eat a lot of protein. Again, protein powder, is it healthy? Is it not healthy? I'm not 100% sure, but again, just balance. I'm not going to drink it every day, not midday, evening dinner. Just I drink it a day I do, a day I do not. Just balance. If I do not know it, I just use balance. So, and then dinner, it really depends. I love to make soup. So just a soup with, you can literally put anything in a soup and you can make it as hard or easy as you want. You can just buy a soup mix at the store in the freezer. So you can just have soup mixes in the freezer, just take it out, put it in a bowl, put water with it and just wait until it's ready. It can be so easy. You can also make it with your own ingredients. I love to start with onion, potato, carrots, zucchini. It honestly depends on what I have like in my garden or what I have in the freezer. But I love to make soup. I think that's something so simple, but very good. It can be very good for you. I also sometimes add like lentils in it for more protein and to make it more filling. So lentils. I also think that eating beans is very good for you. So lentils, things like that. If I do not eat soup, I probably just ate potatoes with chicken and a vegetable. It can literally be any vegetable. I do also sometimes eat rice with chicken or something else. I do eat a lot of chicken. If I do not eat chicken, I probably eat a vegetarian alternative, which I'm not very happy about because those things are also very processed. So that's not really a good thing, but that's just the home I live in and I cannot just change it just so. But I'm happy that we do also eat chicken, so it's it's honestly 50-50 about. And sometimes if there is like a vegetarian alternative, I will just make an egg or something. So I'm just going to eat that instead of the processed thing. So that is in short, I think, what I eat. In short, it's a little bit longer than short, but that are so things that I eat, and I think if you eat like that, you will feel better. Because please trust me, excuse me, if you eat good, you will feel good. It also goes a little bit hand in hand with moving. So if you will feel good if you eat good and you're moving and you have a purpose. Those are, I think, the three most important things to live a happy and good and long life. Eat good foods, but this can also include sometimes either sweets, either dessert, eat whatever you want, but be aware that if you eat processed foods, there is a chance you are going to feel bad from that food. So I think if you're just aware of that, you already come a long way. Because sometimes you may think, oh, why am I feeling so bad? Why am I feeling so tired? Just think about one, what am I eating? And two, how much am I moving? And then if you want to go further in it, three, do I enjoy my life? Am I happy with the things I'm reaching, with the goals I'm reaching? But that I will maybe make another video about it. But eating good, you will feel good. That is just, it really is. And moving. Moving is also important. So I don't know what state you're in or anything, but just try to, if you're not really active, just try to go for a walk. A walk can do so much. It is really good for you. Walking in general, it is so good for you. So many people are just walking way less than they used to. But I really think walking is the best thing for your health. Walking, maybe running, but it's not necessary. Literally, if you walk, it's also good. If you want to really work on your condition, you can try running, or you can also try cycling, you can try rollerblading, you can try everything. Anything, everything, just something that you generally enjoy. Because if you do not enjoy it, you will not keep doing it. So that's something very important. I am also a big believer in fitness and lifting weights, because if you have more if you have more muscle mass, you will feel better. You really will feel better, and you will just feel stronger. And do we not all want to feel strong and healthy? So yeah, I'm just a little bit off from the path, from the point I was trying to make, but just eating is so important. If you have any questions, please let me know. I can make other videos about it. I can show you how I cook or things like that. I can give you more examples, but I think this is what I want to say for now. So let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.